Albion Online, a realm cloaked in mist where the echoes of past ages whispers through the rolling hills and ancient forests. Beyond the surface of this sandbox mmorpg lies a history veiled in mystery and enchantment, a tapestry woven with threads of magic and treacherous alliances. 1,800 years ago, Albion is ruled by fearsome dragons. In the shadow of these tyrannical creatures, the first humans begin to attune themselves to the magic of the land, becoming druids. They make an accord with the giants of Albion, enabling the various tribes of humanity to flourish. The greatest of the giants come together with the first druids to work a great magic, forcing the dragons to sleep. The ravaged land soon recovers, and the humans and giants together guard the dragons' nesting places, naming themselves Albion's keepers. 1,600 years ago, a druid rises who is unlike the others. Some say he has gained secret knowledge by eavesdropping on the dragon's dreams. Others that he has talked to other creatures deep in the bowels of the earth. His name is Merlin, and he has a dream of uniting the tribes. His message is simple. One day, the dragons will awaken, and on that day, the world must be ready. Never again can Albion be allowed to fall under the dragon's rule. 1,500 years ago, though the druids do not approve of Merlin, they do not oppose him either, and he is able to start uniting the tribes under one leader. He approaches the witch Morgana for help, and she crafts the mighty Excalibur, a weapon so powerful that it will make whoever wields it into Albion's king. It is the first time that metal is mined and forged in Albion, and Excalibur is the first sword born of steel and magic. Unbeknownst to Merlin, the secrets of its making were given to Morgana by demons who whispered to her from across the void. 1,300 years ago, a great red dragon, Dotha, rises from its slumber, roaring for those nearby to join it. King Uther leads his knights to battle, supported by Morgana and Merlin. An epic battle ensues, turning the sky black for 3 days. When the sunlight finally finds its way to Albion again, Dotha and the lesser dragonlings it summoned has been slain, and the remaining dragons continue to sleep undisturbed. Albion is safe once more, but at a cost. In order to deliver the killing blow, Uther sacrificed himself, leaving no recognized heirs. With no natural leader, Merlin searches the land for illegitimate offspring, while Morgana suggests her own son as an alternative, but ultimately they cannot agree on a suitable candidate. Merlin steals Excalibur, giving it to his preferred heir, Arthur, and declaring him ruler of Albion. Furious at this betrayal, Morgana and her followers rise up in opposition, and the humans of Albion have their first and bloodiest civil war. 1,280 years ago, sensing that the battle is too evenly matched, Merlin goes to the keepers of Albion and shows them the devastation the war is bringing to the land. Hiding his own hand in things, He convinces them that Morgana is the biggest threat to the land Albion has faced since the dragons, and convinces them to aid his cause. Morgana and her forces are forced to retreat, and, too proud to accept defeat, she uses dark magic to call for aid. She is answered by the demons who offered their help in exchange for entry into the world. Morgana accepts, tearing open a gateway to hell. With her new demonic allies, the war continues. 1,260 years ago, after years of war, Merlin realizes that neither side can easily win, and that as the demons spill out into the world, Albion itself is likely to be destroyed. As Arthur leads his knights towards the final battle, Merlin convinces his apprentice to perform a powerful ritual to restore peace. He doesn't tell them it will also result in their deaths. As the battle is at its most frantic, the ritual begins, and Merlin takes Excalibur's and shatters it. The resulting explosion kills most of the knights on both sides and casts the demons back across the void. They drag a screaming Morgana with them as they go. Merlin himself vanishes. The oldest of the giants return to the earth, and all of Albion is shrouded in mist, sealing it off from the rest of the world. 20 years ago, after many centuries, the mist surrounding Albion began to fade, allowing a group of explorers to discover it. They report to their king across the sea. The king sends an expedition to Albion. It is mainly made up of criminals and enemies of the throne, who begin to set up rudimentary settlements. Albion is not kind to these newcomers. Many die, killed by foxes, wolves, and hungry giants. The survivors soon fall to infighting. Some are recruited by the disciples of Morgana. They scrape together simple versions of magic and crafts used by the other factions, but these poorly channeled magics slowly drive them mad. The leader of the colony wanders off at night, claiming to have heard voices, and returns a changed man, proclaiming himself to be a heretic. Shortly afterwards, all contact with the new colonies is lost. Recent times. The king sends a large contingent of royal expeditionary forces to secure a foothold in Albion. They settle on a significantly sized continent within Albion. In truth, this space is not actually safe, but the royal forces do their best to patrol it and impose the king's law where they can. The colonies are deemed safe enough for civilians. The king allows people to petition for a charter to go to Albion and seek their fortune. As you step into Albion's embrace, remember, every stone, every whisper in the wind carries the weight of an ancient tale. Unravel its mysteries, for the history of Albion is not written in just words, but in the very essence of the land itself. Will you be the one to unveil the secrets that lie beneath the mist? Subscribe, like, and join us on this journey into the heart of Albion's enigmatic past. Until then, wander wisely, for Albion's tale is not for the faint of heart. Sharpen your swords and ready your shields, for Down's around the bend, and when the sun rises, we will meet again. Safe travels, adventurer. Safe travels.